My name is Gary Marchionini. I'm an associate professor in the College of Library and Information Services and a member of the Human-Computer Interaction Laboratory. The following work represents incremental development in a search interface and a case-based approach to user feedback. The National Library of Medicine has developed an extensive set of databases, the most popular being MEDLINE, which covers literature from 3,500 journals over the last 20 years. The MEDLAR system supports almost 5 million searches each year, and almost half of those searches are done through an end-user search system called Grateful Med. Grateful Med allows physicians and other healthcare professionals to search NLM databases without using the complex MEDLAR search language. Since its introduction in 1986, over 30,000 copies of the software have been licensed, and 3/4 of the physicians with MEDLAR's accounts use Grateful Med. The software has been upgraded several times over the last 7 years and will continue to evolve along with computer technology in the years ahead. Consider a search for documents related to knee injuries. Grateful Med automatically dials the National Library of Medicine and executes the search. In planning for the next iteration of Grateful Med, NLM contracted with the Human-Computer Interaction Laboratory to propose interface strategies that solve one of the greatest challenges to successful use of this system. Almost 1/3 of all Grateful Med searches result in no documents being retrieved. The lab team developed a 2-phase plan that yielded a set of design guidelines and 2 prototypes illustrating attacks on the interface problem. As we see here, the feedback to the user is very terse. The analysis and editing screen provides symptomatic results rather than suggestions for editing the search. Because the experience base with existing Grateful Med is so large, new iterations of the system must be made in small, measured increments. Design changes are therefore highly constrained by popular platforms and user experience. In the first phase, the design team examined the character-based Grateful Med interface and proposed improvements appropriate for character-based displays. Phase 2 of the project focused on a graphical user interface prototype for Grateful Med. The existing Macintosh interface shown here was used as a model, and screen layouts were designed to focus user attention on subject specification and using subject headings from the mesh screen. The resulting prototype uses several graphical user interface customs, anchors users in the query screen to minimize disorientation, and uses a case approach to user feedback. The query screen separates query specification and field specifications and other filters, and provides a distinct results column to aid the user in forming expectations about results. Intermediate results and feedback are given as windows on top of this screen. It thus serves as an anchor for the user's work. Balloon help is available for all items on the screen. Users can specify how many documents they expect to retrieve, and default values are automatically provided. 100 is the default for documents. Clicking on a field highlights the field name and pops up a data entry window. After entering the term, a return key closes the window. Pressing return with no data entry or clicking on the button again closes the window and cancels the data entry. Items with multiple choices pop up a window. For example, the File button brings up a menu of file choices. Date range brings up a menu of date ranges, and other filters bring up choices to exclude MEDLINE records, etc. When the Medical Subject Heading button is selected, the mesh window opens and the anchoring query screen is grayed out. Users select subject headings as needed. Compare this screen to the previous version. Consider a search for literature related to sports-related knee injuries. The user types patella as a term and sports as another term. When a search tool is selected, the system displays intermediate and combined results both graphically and numerically. This serves to engage the user in reflecting on the logic of the query and aid in understanding results. Results are displayed in a large window anchored on the query screen. To handle the special cases of no hits and too many hits, special windows are used. No hits may be caused by various anomalies. The result window provides an ordered list of suggestions and allows the user to select one or edit their search manually as needed. Dropping a term that yields no hits is an obvious first choice. The window for too many hits is similar. By handling these common special cases of search failure in such a manner, the novice can quickly modify a failed search without starting over again. Although this approach will not handle all failures, it covers the most common ones. By engaging careful specification and anchoring query formulation and feedback in a common screen, users can not only immediately benefit from this improved interface, but also learn more about searching as they progress and reflect on search as an integrated process rather than a series of educated guesses.